Now, Dr. Owuor, the prophet, has been said that actually the world will end 2nd August. And this message has not gone well with Kenyans. People are like, is the prophet saying the truth? And will this message, is it true that the world will end 2nd August? Remember, in 2000, the same message actually, swept the world. It was believed that the world will end in the year 2000, but it never did so. And now the prophet is coming again saying that the world will end 2nd August. The question is it true? Because this is the man of God, and I can't just sit here and say that he's lying, because I don't have evidence that he's lying. But the truth is Owuor being honest? I mean, what has he seen? And this message has been crashing the political wave. And politicians are now seeing Prophet Owuor, as someone who is just threatening Kenyans, and making Kenyans feel uneasy. In fact, people have been linking this to the state of the government, to Ruto's regime. People have been saying that Ruto's regime is actually hurting Kenyans, and the Lord is hungry, and the Lord wants to crash the whole world. That's a comment I read somewhere. So I think my question is, do you really believe that the world will end 2nd August? That's the question. Because the Bible says that Jesus will come like a thief. No. I'm not good in the Bible, but that's what I know. And you see, if at all the world will end 2nd August, my question is, how will the rule of William Ruto be? Is it the end? Was he trying to say that the regime Ruto isha August 2020, August 2nd, sorry, because the political wave is having it that this message is actually directed to William Ruto. He was trying to say that the world will end 2nd August. Ruto's government will end 2nd August. So there are these political opportunists. When you want to sketch yote, then you want to link na State House. No. You see now. And now, Owuor has been receiving backlash from this message. And in fact, even Pastor Nganga, I saw a tweet, Pastor Nganga akimtukana actually, telling him not to, mislead Kenyans. And again, I've seen Owuor actually retracting from his statement, saying that he was, people received the message out of context. It did not actually mean that the world will end. He was just trying to say that, was trying to talk about the current situation in Kenya. All the atrocities Kenyans are going through will end 2nd August. So what does the message Owuor mean? What does it mean, sorry? Does it mean that all these problems Kenyans are going through will actually end this year? Because we've been seeing, demos, people dying every day, abductions, death, whatever, Vitubamba, Kenya, the cost of living, escalating. And does it mean that all this will actually end 2nd August? Was that the thing that Owuor was trying to, tell Kenyans? Or was he just trying to preach his usual way? Or did he receive a dream from the Lord about Kenya? Remember, prophets in Kenya, even prophets in Kenya, they have been actually castigating Ruto's regime. Some have been saying that Ruto will be removed from power. Some have been saying that Ruto will actually have a deadly ending. But the truth, Mungu anajua, si ndio? Because prophets, they're just human beings. But of course, some of them are being used by the Lord. But some of them, they just, say some things because they want to trend. Okay? But it's not easy to know a true or false prophet. But Owuor has been on the limelight for over a decade. And his power has been eminent. People have been witnessing his power. In fact, in 2013 elections, before Uhuru won the presidency, Owuor actually prayed for Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, and Ruto. of course, it was about reconciliation. So this is not just a normal prophet. This is a powerful prophet. That's how I know it. And of course, this message is actually destroying status. And Ruto is just not easy whatever it is, because like even the Lord is using prophets to actually warn him about his rule in Kenya. Because when a leader like the president now, use authoritative rule, at methodical to exert pressure on Kenyans, it becomes actually, a curse to the country. And now prophets have to come out and they have to talk about this issue, because they have to warn. And prophets have been warning Kenyans leaders to stop actually, hurting the wananchi, because they are hurting the wananchi. Kwele mambo, yeah? And now, I want to tell me in the comment section, what do you believe? What is your take about this message, Dr. Owuor? What can you say about it? Because it is not becoming so hectic. People are talking about it and people don't know what it really means. Because again, we can't just say that, Prophet Owuor anadanganya. Because Mungu anasema kwamba it will come unexpectedly. People not be expecting, and people will be actually insulting the people will be using. No. So tell me, do you really believe that this message should actually be taken seriously? Or do you believe that Kenyans should just ignore this message? Do you believe so? Because prophets, pastors have been coming out and they have been actually castigating serikali. Ezekiel Odero also has been on the limelight. He's been saying the same thing about the government. He's been saying that William Ruto's government will actually fall down, and William Ruto's government will have a deadly ending. And these messages have been going. Ezekiel Odero amekuwa akijipata kwa shida, because there's a time whereby he was even summoned for parliament akaulizwa maswali. In fact, there's a time he was even linked na mambo ya Mackenzie, and the government has been fighting him because of his messages that he's been directing to William Samoei Ruto. So tell me, do you believe that this message should be taken seriously? And of course, I want us to have this full discussion, and of course, subscribe, comment, so that we meet here whenever I have these contents pertaining Kenya's political landscape. Thank you.